In this short video, I'd like to reflect upon how we might think about the asynchronous components of an online course. We have already experienced the synchronous components, so we can visualize them, meeting with students using a conferencing solution like Zoom or Collaborate or Hangouts to check in and maintain connections and build community, and perhaps with time, plan for them more mindfully. But the asynchronous components, those parts of the course that students will not experience in real time, remain obscure. I'd like to propose that you think about your course as a museum exhibit. Museum exhibits are organized around a movement or artist or theme, and the curator deploys her expertise to select artifacts and arrange them in a physical space so that they are in critique and conversation with one another. Then she might create contextualizing materials, an audio tour or placards, to guide patrons through the exhibit. Docents provide more specific and individualized guidance. The curator or docent does not paint the paintings or make the sculptures. They provide context. Patrons of the exhibit move through that physical space, interacting with the artifacts, the contextualizing material, and each other, animating that space, and creating shared understandings. Learning. The asynchronous components of your course function in similar ways. A virtual space, an exhibit, into which your students will enter to interact with you, the materials, and each other. Except this will not happen in real time. So when thinking about preparing the asynchronous components of your course, it may help to think about curating content rather than creating it. It may be helpful to look for gaps. No one has said what I need to be said in ways that are effective and appropriate, so I'm going to say it. And then, providing context. Why is this important? How should the students direct their attention? What are some outcomes that the students should be mindful of? Why did you choose this particular piece of material to share with the students? It's also important to remember that, in certain ways, students experience asynchronous content that you curate and create as individuals. The same way you're experiencing this video. Keep that in mind. You are speaking directly to your students in a way that's different from how you might lecture in a face-to-face classroom. Questions? Please feel free to email me at d'agostino@fordham.edu.